Hello, chemistry students. Today we are going to talk about Charles's law. Charles's law is V1 divided by T1 is equal to V2 divided by T2, or the initial volume divided by the initial temperature is equal to the final volume divided by the final temperature. An increase in temperature equals an increase in volume, and vice versa is true. If there's a decrease in temperature, that means the volume will decrease as well. And a real-life application of this is when bread dough rises because yeast produces carbon dioxide. When placed in the oven, the heat causes the gas to expand, and the bread rises even further. So an increase in temperature, when it's put in the oven, causes an increase in volume, which means the bread gets bigger. Okay, now an example calculation. A man heats a balloon in an oven. If the balloon initially has a volume of 0.4 liters and a temperature of 20 degrees C, what will the volume of the balloon be after he heats it to a temperature of 250 degrees C? The initial volume, so V1, is equal to 0.4 liters. And it has an initial temperature of 20 degrees C. Now remember, all of our gas laws have to be in Kelvin, so we're going to add 273 to that temperature, and 273 plus 20 is 293 Kelvin. So that will be the temperature that we use. We are looking for the new volume, and our new temperature is going to be 250 degrees C. Now remember, we need to convert it to Kelvin. So I'm going to add 273 to that, which makes it 523 Kelvin. Now that we have our variables, we need to rearrange this equation to where it looks like V2 equals what it is we're looking for. So we need to move this T2 to the other side of the equal sign. And in order to do that, we have to find out the relationship between the two variables, or the variable that we want to keep over here. We want to keep V2, and it's divided by T2, so we have to do the opposite to get to the other side, to move it to the other side. So the opposite of division is multiplication, so I'm going to multiply that by T2. Whatever I do to the right side, I must do to the left side, so I'm going to multiply the left side by T2 as well. Now over here, we have T2 divided by T2. They cancel, that becomes 1, and we are left with V2 is equal to T2 times V1 divided by T1. Now we are just going to plug all these variables into our formula, and we've got V2 is equal to T2, which is 293 Kelvin, times V1, which is 0.4 liters, divided by T1, which is 523 Kelvin. I'm going to get rid of some of my units now. I have a Kelvin on top and a Kelvin on bottom, so they cancel. And I'm left with liters, so I know my new volume is going to be in liters. I am now going to multiply 293 times 0.4 divided by 523, and that is 0.71 liters. That is our new volume. Thanks for watching.